Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Northside Plow with Pop One Podcast, here with another deck profile from the GOAT, Michael Murphy. How you doing today, man?
It's not too bad, man. It's been a little while, but
yeah, been a little while. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh's had its ups and downs, but I mean, hey, we're here. And you went to a regional out in Kenner?
Yeah, Kenner regional.
Yeah, over there, kind of by New Orleans, and got fourth place.
Top four.
What'd you play?
So they made a mistake and released MATHMECH cards. I'm just letting them know.
That's awesome, dude. All right, cool, man. Before we get into it, you want any shout-outs or anything like that?
Yeah, shout-outs. Appreciate Pandemonium Gaming over there. Top prize for some eggs. That was really funny. I wish I had the eggs. And Dueling Guard for the sponsor. Use our code POP1 to get some money off. And, of course, Pop One Podcast. Check us out, man.
Let's go. All right, let's get into it.
So, it's a Malice deck. So we'll kind of go over the Malice cards. So the ratios have changed slightly. If you're playing any kind of Cyber's pile, I think 1 is correct. If you're going to go the pure route for 3, sounds great, but the combos are horrible. So if you go through that, you'll realize how bad that actually is. You got the 3 field spell right here, and then the typical Malice cards. So the pile looks really tiny. And again, I'm going to be honest, do not sleeve this up if you're going to play pure. It is absolutely horrible. The only reason I even sleeved up this deck is because of this card right here. If this card wouldn't have came back, I wouldn't give a shit about this pile. It would have been absolutely horrible. If I could have played 20 of this, I would have. But again, this card right here, Post-Alliance, this is the best deck in the room. If anybody believes differently, shame on you. But for right now, it's absolutely insane if you know what your cards are doing. I did decide to play a bigger package than most people will on it. A lot of people are on the Circular Sigma, which is cool to get you some bodies. But again, there are plenty of times where I could just MATHMECH combo or just Cyber's combo you, and then you can actually bridge into the Malice engine if you'd like. Or there were multiple times where I just did this or I just did that, and it was very funny for my opponent to not even know I played Malice cards. So that was fun. These to get into anything, they're fantastic. You can get into Malice, you can get into here. You'll find, though, that 1 Circular will get you much farther than 1 Dormouse will. So again, a lot of times I would use this to do that or extend through plays. I feel like this is mandatory. I know a lot of people cut it previously, but in this little fake format that we're in right now, it helps you extend through some things. And again, the whole thing about any of these formats right now is just playing through interruptions and giving something that can do more interruptions. So a lot of times having this and a field spell or something like that is crazy. This was probably the best card all weekend. It allows me to play through anything. 2 4s becomes MATHMECH combo. Cyber's bodies allow you to get into a Cyber's combo to then dump in and play for a MATHMECH for a Malice combo. So just really good stuff there. Really appreciated that. Heavier engine than I usually play, but again, the whole thing about this deck was it was really fast.
Yeah.
Non-engine for our non-format. Play Fuelos. Everybody can afford them now. Ash Blossom because it stops Fuelos. Imperm because I can't get Talents. This card was a little bit controversial. All it really is for me is a Charmy blocker. For its intended purpose, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but again, to be a Charmy blocker. This card was absolutely horrible. The theory was that if it interacts with any of the other hand traps, it pushes them into a state that they have to play into this, but this would probably be something else, but again, we're in a fake format. And this card was fantastic. I don't ever win dice rolls, so if you ever go first with it, I'm sure that's great too. But playing into boards, it was really good. Again, it's not something that your opponents can really expect, and you can Ash it, I get that, but you can Ash Metaltronus too. So it worked out really good for its intended purposes.
Well, cool, man. Let's see that extra deck.
So the extra deck, the Link 1, the only reason I even played this is because we played the Parallel Exceed. If not, you can cut this all together because the Bistral combo is just not a thing anymore. 1 Link Spider because anytime anybody nibbed me and thought they were going to get somewhere, I can actually make a bigger board if you nib me, so that was kind of funny. This is only here for if you specifically open Dormouse. If not, it honestly doesn't serve a purpose anymore. You cut SP in this version because you're not actually playing Malice combo that often.
Okay.
Splash Mage because it's fantastic. Somebody give me a QCR, please. The Malice cards are fantastic. So a lot of the times what was really cool was you would use the Firewall to dump a Malice card into the grave. You would bring it back with Splash Mage, and then you would full Malice combo them after you already Cyber's combo. So that was kind of funny. This was really good. It helped me play through plenty of things. Anytime my opponents Lancey'd me, I just laughed. This was the inboard most of the time. It'll potentially move to A-code, but I think this is probably better than A-code. I still got to test it a little more. We dumped this off of it. We dumped that off of it. We also played Ultimate Slayer in the side, so that was the thing. There were some times that I wanted this to be pack bit, but Aggregator was fine. And then the 2 MATHMECH cards, so again, making this is hilarious. Alex, give me my damn secret back. But anytime this card hits the field and resolves, you just win the game.
Nice.
Access code is access code. Firewall, the funny thing is, it is a Malice deck, it is a Cyber's deck. Firewall got cut so many times. He honestly only got put back in because there are a couple times where I can bounce back a few things that are meaningful. Or one of the things that came up a lot was when you triple hand trap me, I can still in on this and the Malice trap, and that used to be the full combo board, so that was the theory behind the extra deck.
Okay. All right, side deck for this event.
Side, Sales Ban is fantastic. You can play it into so many different things. Playing it into Ryziel is a big thing. Of course, you're calling Detonator, but there was a lot of things that I got to use it for, so I think this card was really applicable. I like to go first with Call by the Grave. It's fantastic. I wanted to play Crossout, but you can't fit in the bag targets anymore and justify it because you only have the one, so I just don't think Crossout's a card you can play anymore. Currently, if you're playing Ryziel, you should play the card.
Fair.
The back row cards, pure Ryziel was still represented more than I thought it should be, but this was good. I played against some rogue matchups. I played against an Odeon. I played against the Labyrinth, so these were fine.
Sweet.
And again, Unchained Lightning Storm was fine. Regeki was a little bit weird. Originally, I was messing around with the Thrust package, but this was good against Blue Eyes and good into other few rogue decks. So as long as you weren't Mermail and ripping my hand, this was actually pretty good. This card is fantastic. I think for our little fake format right now, it's probably one of the best cards because again, it pretty much deals with everything. The good thing is you're free in this deck to play pretty much any of the targets except a Synchro. So that's what I said. I kind of missed pack bet sometimes, but if you're playing something that synchros, you're probably rogue and I'm beating you anyway. And then going first, I decided over the Thrust package that you could ask the 3 DDGs and the 3 Solemn Strikes. Anytime I DDG'd, I was pretty much able to make somebody pass their turn, and then Solemn Strike was just the extra layer. And a couple times actually, I went here, got interrupted multiple times. I was able to pass with DDG, start on my turn, and then any problematic hand trap, I was able to strike it. So overall, I really like the package. Wouldn't change that at all.
Sweet, man. You say we're in a fake format. We got the new set coming out in a few weeks actually.
Yeah,
now.
It's gonna be out for Rhode Island.
What are you excited? What are you excited about in that set?
So the Ignister cards are broken. A code is okay, sure, but the Ignister cards are absolutely cracked. It makes the MATHMECH cards be able to bridge into the Malice engine, and the Malice engine be able to push through stuff that it couldn't before. And then inherently the Malice engine gets an interruption through Lancia, through Fuelos, all that kind of crap. So literally you can interrupt me 4 times, I'll still have 2 or 3 interruptions. So the Alliance support is insane.
It sounds good. So with this ban list just coming out and this new set coming, how good the game feels right now, do you think it's going to continue with this new set coming out, or do you think that we're going to go back into like I don't want to play, it's too hard type of thing?
I gotcha. So we got rid of Shifter. A lot of people hated that card. The Charmies are very accessible now, so that was a big issue with a lot of people in the format, like, hey, I'm getting priced out of the game.
Fair.
So I think Konami is realizing that, and we're getting better at pricing people into the game. And the reality is the big strategies right now, the cores are getting super cheap. So I tell people, as long as you get some staples, you're actually pretty good in the game. But as far as the health of the format, Malice is going to be the best deck, but again, you can target it. Ryziel is going to be the second best deck. Again, you can target it. But the cool thing about it, and you'll see with a lot of the regionals, a lot of the YCSs, is there's so many other decks you can play. There's probably 10 to 12, and they are good enough to top, don't get me wrong. But you got to know your strategy, you got to play it really well, and again, get a bunch of games in, and you can definitely sneak some wins in. So I think it's a really healthy format we're going to go into.
Well, nice. So we can give Konami a big thumbs up for this one, huh?
Yeah, and then on the next list, when everybody's got all the green spin cards, they'll just get slaughtered. So.
Well, cool, man. All right, congratulations, Michael. Awesome job, dude. And I appreciate the profile, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. See ya.